Hey guys, my name's Pete, also known as Random All The Way, also known as Bert the Mighty. You can call me whatever you want as long as it isn't Nancy, because I'm not that big a Sid Vicious fan. Don't mind the Sex Pistols, quite like God Save the Queen, but, you know, Sid Vicious himself, yeah, another story for another time. Anyway, this is a response to Digital Souls addressing the issue on homosexuality. People will know that the first video that I actually have on this channel at the moment is a response to the webcam response that Digital Soul had before, so you can pretty much tell that I am a Digital Soul fan. I really do enjoy his videos. But I just wanted to talk about homosexuality, a bit more specifically homosexuality and religion. Digital Soul himself said that he is not a church-going man, but he does believe in God, and that's fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You know, I just wish people would think a little bit more, but I'm not going to hate on people just because they have different beliefs to mine. Not my style. Which probably should bring me to my belief system itself. I am an existentialist. I believe that you create your own meaning throughout life. My meaning, my truths, are totally different to your truths. Well, they can be similar, but everyone has their own version of truth. Everyone has their own version of beliefs. And it's really up to us to create them ourselves and take what is right and put it into our bag of beliefs and reject what we just don't agree with at all. I take heavy stock in Taoism. It is an ancient Eastern philosophy. Sort of believes in, very passive existence, just going with the flow. Just, not overtly going out of your way to stop nature. Just being very calm. Just living in tune with nature as nature intends. I'm also an atheist. I do not believe in God in the slightest. I do not believe in the afterlife. Just my personal opinion on things. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. It's just my views on things, because in this video log you are going to see a few opinions and you are going to hear some facts, some things that I know for sure. Sorry if my eyes wander down here for a second. I'm not looking at myself, I'm just looking at a few bullet points that I've put up just to keep me on track, because I kind of go off on tangents a lot, so I'm playing this one out. But I wanted to talk specifically about Christianity and homosexuality just for a minute. You've got the Bible, and the Bible says that you should not lie with another man as you would with a woman. That's a bit of an ambiguous quote, don't you think? You can't really narrow it down. It does not say do not have gay sex. It does not say gay relationships are wrong, does it? Or is that its intended meaning? Does it mean that you are not allowed to lie with a man, engage in a bit of spooning? Is that wrong? See, the problem with the Bible and most religions is that they are very ambiguous. They are not direct. They are not completely down-toned. Because you've got let there be light. God said let there be light. Is that a metaphor for the Big Bang, the very creation of existence in that very moment? Or does that simply mean that God flipped the switch and there was light? It's a very confusing issue when it comes to religion. I've always found it that there's, misinterpretations. There are so many different interpretations. So many. You haven't just got Christians. You've got Anglicans. You've got Catholics. You've got Mormons. You've got Jehovah's Witnesses. You haven't just got Muslims, you've got Sunnis, you've got Shiites, You've got so many different views on it, But the thing is, most religion does have a tendency to be afraid of anything different, to be afraid of anything out of the ordinary. Because they all have very traditional roots, very ancient roots. Even the more modern religions like Scientology, that have only, taken up heavy stock in the last 50 to 100 years. Scientology itself is very anti-gay as well. Now, I don't particularly think that it's up to anyone to judge people like that, but it happens. Even Buddhism has been known The Dalai Lama himself has been known to say that homosexuality is an act of sexual misconduct. Now, Bat Tim's going to hate me for saying this, but I really don't think there's much room for homosexuality and religion. And that's not me saying that I think homosexuality is wrong, because I don't. I do not think that homosexuality is wrong. I support gay rights. I support gay marriage. I'm not gay myself, but I do support it. I'm not a woman, and I support women's rights. I'm a human being, yet I support the rights of all animals. I think that religion has a very conflicting viewpoint to homosexuality. I think that religion creates far too many barriers. I think religion just separates people far too much, saying that this is wrong, this is right, But even then, you can take up Digital Soul's point of view, which is, even though I don't agree with it, it doesn't change the person who you are. And that's very true. I know about 3 people in my lifetime who have openly come out and admitted that they are gay. I have 3 very different attitudes towards those people. One guy I quite like, he's a nice fellow. One guy I don't like at all, he's an arrogant prick. The other guy, I'm just a bit mildly indifferent to him. I don't know him well enough. He doesn't seem like a bad person, but I don't know him well enough to have an opinion on him. And that's how I judge people. I judge people by the way that they interact with others, the way that they treat others. If you're going to talk to me of condescension, it doesn't matter if you're gay, it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter if you're Asian, it doesn't matter if you're a vegan or a straight edger or anything like that. Whatever lifestyle choice or whatever race or creed you are from, if you're a condescending person, I'm not going to like you very much. It's just as simple as that. Here is just a little bit of food for thought. Western civilization bases its entire standing point, its entire evolution, on one particular race of people, and that is the Greeks. We take so many ideas and values and hold so many people up high from that culture. We talk about democracy. We talk about freedom of speech. We refer to people like Socrates and Plato as enlightened thinkers. But in ancient Greece, the attitude towards homosexuality was very, very different. It was very, very pro-gay. It was actually seen to be more pure of a relationship between 2 men than it was between 2 women. Because the Greeks believed that women were not equal to men. And that's something that I don't share in common with them. I think that everyone is equal. But it's just very interesting that we base our entire belief system on this culture, which thought that the sexual relationship or the emotional relationship between 2 men was more pure and more deserving than a normal heterosexual relationship. Something to think about, isn't it? Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for listening to me ramble on like this for a while. Ramble on out of sync, I'm sure. This will be quite out of sync by the time that you see it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'm very interested to hear any of your opinions, any of your point of views. Just because I've ended this video does not mean that you aren't entitled to say your opinion. PM me, comment me, post a video response. I really don't mind. Because even though these are my opinions, it doesn't make your opinion any less valid. Doesn't at all. Because like I said, I'm an existentialist and I believe everyone has to create their own truths. My truth can be totally different to yours, and that's fine. And I'm not closed off to other people's point of views or other people's opinions. If you've got a different opinion than me, share it with me. I'd really like to hear from you guys, so that'd be good. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll catch you next time.